What's up, guys? So today I'm going to teach you how to make one of the best, cheapest, and tastiest prison meals you can get and make. And it's pretty easy to make. You really can't go wrong with it, but this is the way I made it. This is the break. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get you a bag of cheese puffs. Costs like $2, and you're only going to need about half of it, and then you're going to crush it up. After you get that all crushed up, you're going to then want to get your ramen, and of course there's no prison meal without ramen, and we know what we do with ramen, right? That's right, you beat it on the floor. And of course, get out your seasoning, and you're not going to need it for this recipe, so definitely hold on to it if you're in prison, because when you get to that mess hall, this is going to make everything taste better. But go ahead and pour it in your bag. The next thing you're going to need is about a half a sleeve of crackers. I'm only making this for myself, one person, so I'm only going to use about 7, maybe 8, but that's all you're going to need. And then you're going to put these in your bag also, but you're going to want to crush them like you do with soup. Ooh. The next thing you need to do, you need to get that all nice and flat and as thin as possible, almost dust. And as you saw, I have a monster. I don't have a roller because I'm stupid, I guess, I don't know. But if you get the luxury of having a can of anything in prison, it's going to be used as your roller. So you want to lay that out because it's going to be your spread, and you want to get it nice and dusty. After you got it all nice and ground up and fine, you want to just give it a shake and mix it all up. If you see anything you missed, give it a nice little pop. You want to get you some boiling water, and you want to add it to here a little bit at a time. Not too much, because you're not making soup out of this. You're going to make a spread or like a dough, and then you're going to shape it. Now, while your spread is there cooking, it's going to take a couple minutes. What you want to do now is cut up your ingredients. So what you need is, you're never going to get a summer sausage this big. It's usually going to be about this big, and you only want to use about 1/4 of that. So I'm only going to use about 1/4 of the summer sausage. You're going to use some green pepper, some onion, and a Slim Jim. Now in prison, you're not going to be able to cut with a knife. Obviously I did, because whatever. You're going to probably be cutting with your card. Or, since you're cooking for yourself, you can cut it like this. Cutting it like this, the inmates see you doing that, they're probably not going to ask you to try your food. Which can cause another problem, because then they're going to assume that you're too good to eat with them. When in general, you're probably too poor to eat with them. Then after you do that, you want to stir it up. And of course, I'm going to stir it up with a knife. And you want to add all your ingredients. Your summer sausage, Slim Jim, onion, and green pepper. Just give that a nice little stir. Get that all mixed up. Then you want to cook it. Then you want to cook it in the microwave for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just enough to get everything kind of fried, because the oil in those two meats is going to fry everything. It's going to make it delicious. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to start making your spread. So lay out the spread, put you a layer of cheese on it. If you want, you can add a little bit of mayo to make that a little bit thinner and easier to spread. But add you some cheese as like a sauce, think like a pizza, as like a sauce, and then add your ingredients. And then while that's sitting there and cooling down a little bit, because remember, you did just fry that in the microwave, so it's hot as fuck. Go ahead and make up your tuna, and then stick that in the microwave for about 45-30 seconds. You're going to want to cook your tuna, again, because you might have been holding on to it for who knows how long, until that special moment when you're starving, or you're just craving a break, or anything, whatever. You could have been holding on to it for a while. So you want to cook it to make sure you don't get sick off of your own tuna. So go ahead and make your tuna and cook it. Now once you got your tuna on top, you just want to finish it off. So you can add some more cheese, but you don't want to add too much cheese when you're in prison, because you don't want to get backed up and piss somebody off while you're taking a shit in the bathroom. You might catch a fist or a foot. But you just want to top it off with whatever condiments you have. Ranch and hot sauce was always my go-to. A lot of people like to add a little bit more mayo on top of that. Mayo actually is gross, in my opinion, so I only use it to make my tuna stick together. But you just want to finish it off, and then last thing you want to do is you want to get this pickle, this prison exclusive that you can get at some gas stations, but you want to get this one and not whatever off-brand, because I don't know, this just feels homey, nostalgia. But you want to break it up inside of here. And now the last thing you're going to want to do is just enjoy it. Now, one thing that you're learning here, you see how I'm hovered over this and eating very disgustingly? Yeah, you don't want to ask me for any of this, do you? Neither does any of the inmates. So this is how you can get a whole meal by yourself. Just eat disgustingly. So until next time, enjoy.